Did Jesus ever feel lost? I have been thinking about that this week because I am feeling lost. I am coming up on understanding and solidifying my direction in my life in terms of what I want to do creatively. And I feel I have a community that I want to be a part of, but it's also been weird because I'm not exactly tethered to a certain location. And the last 2 years, I lived abroad. I was in Italy. I lived in Arizona. I lived in Utah. And I don't have any interest right now in buying a home or really settling down, and I don't have a partner. And so it makes me feel like the world is my oyster. There's so many opportunities and possibilities and things that I could do and places that I could be, but it's also super scary to not feel attached to anyone or to anything. And I look at the life of Jesus Christ, and he was always so focused and purpose driven and so sure about who he was and what he needed to do and what God wanted him to do. So I didn't know if I felt like he felt lost, which made me feel alone because I feel like Jesus has felt everything that I've experienced. And so I find comfort in that. But I was like, oh my gosh, what if he didn't feel lost? What if this is the only feeling that he didn't feel, that I feel so profoundly right now? And then I was talking to my mom about it, and she mentioned the verse where it says, so and so has place to rest their head, but the Son of Man, where does he rest his head? And I feel, especially for the 3 years of ministry that Jesus did, that he was traveling with the apostles and going from place to place, and he didn't really have a physical location that he called home, and neither did his 12 apostles. And I bet you he felt lost, and they felt lost during that time, not having this space to call home and always traveling and always trying to go to, help the next person. And obviously they were fulfilled in living their purpose, but as for a physical location, they weren't attached to one. So what was tethering them? What was helping them feel attached, feel secure? And you look at Jesus Christ and his life, and what secured him was his relationship with his Father, with his relationship with God. And he knew that no matter what he did or where he went, that God had his back. And even in the end, when he was suffering in the garden before he died on the cross, God sent an angel to strengthen him in the hardest time of his life. And so I think the lesson here for us is God always has our back. He is not leaving us stranded. And even if we feel lost, and even if we're not tethered to a physical location, like the world or society says we need to have buy the house, the family, whatever. Even if we don't have those things, we have God. And if we tether ourselves to him, we can have peace and feel peace and reassurance that no matter where our physical location is, if our spiritual location is in alignment with who we are and who God is, and we're doing the things that he wants us to do, that we will be okay and we will have the most joy.